PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to the Corn Ferry Tour Championship. Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside my boy Rich Beam and Beamer. We're kicking off another season of PGA Tour action. I've got the energy coursing through my veins. I can imagine you're excited as well. I can't wait to see how these stories unfold, though. I'm certainly excited to have you as my co-pilot once again.
That's exactly right, Luke. And for the lucky 50 players, the ones that are really good, they can get to live that dream.
Can't wait to see how today's play plays out. Time to get to the action. And if this can go down, he'll save par. That's frustrating. And this one will be for bogey. PGA Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you the Corn Ferry Tour Championship. Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this is the proving ground, isn't it? All these players are trying to fulfill that lifelong dream of playing on the PGA Tour.
Absolutely. Every single one of these players gunning for one of 50 spots available to gain access to the PGA Tour.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. He's in a share of 7th place. Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Might get caught up in the brush here. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, time's out by 10. This is nasty.
That makes its way to the first cut. Opting for the 3-wood. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
This is their 5th shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Yeah, you'll take that. And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. Going with the 6-iron here. A quality shot that. This one's for birdie. Okay, steady now. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. That's not the shot he was hoping for. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Now he's eyeing up around 160 here.
Opting for the 6-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Par putt coming up here. That gets the job done. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. This is a short par 4, always a fun hole to play. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Second shot here on the 5th. Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them. Oh, that's a lengthy putt. Well holed. I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Good shot there, Beamer. Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship is about to begin. Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour Championship is set to roll. Look over here with my mate Rich Beam in the booth and Beamer. Now, this is that happy hunting ground, isn't it? This is where the players are trying to live that lifelong dream and get that PGA Tour card.
That's exactly right, Luke. And for the lucky 50 players, the ones that are really good, they can get to live that dream.
Well, it's set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this. Currently 1 under for the day. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Rich, here at TPC San Antonio, I mean, the difficulty factor is off the Richter scale, isn't it? This is one of those golf courses that never lets up, but what a stage for these Corn Ferry Tour players to get amongst.
Boy, I tell you what, this is going to test every ounce of them because they're getting a chance to see probably the angriest golf course on the PGA Tour. Granted, it's not on the PGA Tour this week, but they're going to get a sense of exactly what they're going to face when they do graduate to the PGA Tour. This golf course is all they can handle.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Going with the 5-iron here. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Well, there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Needs this one to kick right. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
And it's time to recap that play.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
He's currently tied for first. Setting up now on a par 4.
How is he going to play this? Lay back or go for it and extend his lead?
That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Sitting at -4. They currently share the lead in this one. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? 8 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th. That one's heading down Broadway. That should find the surface. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold. And that will move him to 6 under par. Going with the hybrid. Good shot there. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Oh, just missed. Leading by 3 strokes now. Aggressive play here. Going with driver off the tee. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Great shot. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently leading by 3. Yeah, that was a safe play. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Putting for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Out. Nice to make a mid-range par putt. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. It forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
A bit short with that effort.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Teeing off here at the 11th. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
That's inside the house of opportunity. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. How good would that have been if it had dropped? That's a solid par. And now at 3 under overall. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Go in. Yes, they've made it. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now a par 5 hole awaits. Oh, that was flushed. Second shot here on the 14th hole. Quality shot, that one. From about 100 yards. 1 stroke off the lead.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Nicely done.
And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Yes, and 3 holes to go in this event. Big moment.
Just didn't drop. And this one is for his par. Currently at -3 for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Now this is a spot they need to get up and down from. Just 2 strokes off the lead.
Now a little bit of pressure out there. Let's see how they handle it.
He's currently tied for 3rd.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
You like that, didn't you? Nicely done. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, that had eyes for a lovely shot. And with that, we'll move to 4 under par. And now striding to the final tee of this round. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Wonderfully played. See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
And this putt for a final score of 67. It was on a good line. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And that brings a close to this event. That was a pretty solid week by this player, finishing in 2nd place. Got to be happy with that.
Close, but no cigar. However, a fantastic week for this player. Great job.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be with you guys. Now this group will be one to watch today. Lots of chatter on social media leading up to this pairing. We have a rookie on tour who has set very specific goals for themselves, and their first one is to beat their playing partner this week.
Love it, Henny. This will make for an extra layer of excitement. It always adds a bit more drama to an event when we can follow a competition within a competition. Can't wait to see what happens in our featured group throughout this tournament. One of our on-course reporters, John McCarthy, has been out surveying the scene here in preparation for today's broadcast. John, what are some of the things the players will be looking out for today at Craggy Heights?
Well, Luke, I think one of the first things the players are going to be looking at is really, literally, the shapes of these fairways. They are laid out in a way that often there are little pockets of fairway the players can hit to. And if they do end up safe, they can really open up options on their approach shots, but they're going to have to be confident in their swing to reap those rewards. Another thing to watch for are holes like the fifth, where the fairway narrows significantly the further out you hit the tee shot. There's also holes like the par 4 17th, where you can drive the green, yes, but there is a lot of danger in the form of water and sand around the green to contend with. So it's very much a risk-reward course. Can't wait to just sit back and watch how these professionals take this course on. Should be a fun week here at Craggy Heights.
Well, just like Lloyd Christmas, you've got a chance. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Pretty straightforward four-footer coming up here. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Nicely done. Well-fought hole right there. Bunkered off the tee, but makes that nice par save.
Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the fifth. Interesting choice of the driver here.
Pretty good shot there.
Oh, Rich, that's the special stuff. And that'll be a big boost in standings on the leaderboard. Why not take another look at that effort?
Perfect distance, perfectly judged, and look at that, straight in the hole.
Currently 5 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Time to tee off at the 6th. Setting up in some very deep rough.
Nice out the rough here. Well, he means business, coming out, hitting shots like that against HV3. I think Harold's just as surprised as I am.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. No, that's not the shot they wanted. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, that's frustrating. Good putt, that. He's currently tied for 4th. Here we find ourselves in the dramatic 8th hole at Craggy Heights, a par 3 playing 198 yards from the back tees.
Look, probably one of those picturesque par 3s on this golf course, if not the one. Obviously, coming up shy is a huge no-no with water lurking there. You're going to see most players hit it deep into the green. Anywhere in the heart of the green really is just fine. Walking off with a par here is just dandy.
This shot here near the 200-yard mark.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
And that should secure the par on this one. Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tied for the lead. Pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. Gee, that had a chance, didn't it? And that makes him tied for first. Here we are in front of a par 3. Going with the 8-iron here. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Still in the lead now after that hole. Oh, Rich loves standing on this 12th tee here, par 5. You're always thinking birdie or perhaps better. Take us through it.
At 555 yards, Luke, there still is a decision to be made off the tee for these players. Do they challenge the fairway bunker, but also bring in the water down the right-hand side, or they just go ahead and lay it up to the left and make it a 3-shotter? The bold players are going to knock it down to a sliver of an opening, and from there, they're going to be able to go for it. Second shot playing a little bit downhill. The little pond over on the left-hand side can be a little bit nuisance, but all in all, it's a pretty simple, straightforward par 5. Birdies are in order.
And a quick glimpse at the leaderboard now. And this player holds the lead, with Brooke Henderson trailing in second place. Second shot here on the 13th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Such soft hands.
And it's Brooke Henderson coming off an eagle on her last hole. And that will take her to just 1 stroke back.
That dog will hunt.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's about 155 from this hole location.
And he's safely on the green. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Didn't that look good for a long time? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup. Nice little par putt here.
He sits in first position, trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
You need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
That's disappointing.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And with that hole finished, they're currently in the lead, with Brooke Henderson following in second.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently leading. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. A birdie putt awaits. Gee, that's good play. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, We'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Ooh, don't we love a short par 4, particularly on the penultimate hole, Rich. 17 here, playing under 300 yards.
Look at just 283 yards. Listen, if you're not going to go for this green, you better just give up your tour card. I mean, literally, this is a begging to be gone. This hole is going to show you what kind of player you truly are. Take out the three-wood driver, knock it on the green, make eagle, make the crowd go wild. Anything less than that? No, thank you.
Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Always a challenging approach to an elevated green. Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
How close was that to going down? And this putt for the tournament. Get excited. This could go in. Hopefully they won't take... Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, that is outstanding. Simply outstanding. First PGA Tour event, Rich, and they walk away a winner.
This is what dreams are made of, isn't it, Luke? What a victory by this player. Couldn't be prouder of him.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the... PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
That's no doubt about it, Henny. It appears this player's target is to beat Ricky Fowler this week. He certainly won't beat him in the popularity stakes, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure, Luke. Pretty Ricky, he's got the crowd behind him. Even if he's not feeling up for it, he's going to be buoyed along by all those fans in orange. And hey, he hits it a mile, by the way. I mean, he's no fool. He's not just a pretty boy with a big crowd following him. He's got game to back it up.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Oh, so close. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Currently 1 under for the round.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. Time for the second shot into the third. And he's back on the surface. Happy to have the flat stick in hand. Okay, steady now. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. On the tee of a par 3.
That's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Putting for par. That's tracking. And in it goes for the par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. Spot the top 5 on the line here. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull out that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
4 feet to the cup.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Currently a couple under for the round.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Ouch, that hurts. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. We've arrived at a par 4. Lovely effort, that. This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. Atta boy, good shot. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Oh, how about that one? And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
I tell you, sneaky good. Kind of come out of nowhere, but all of a sudden finds himself in the lead. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently tied for the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Oh, absolutely flushed. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
An opportunity for a birdie here. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Looks to be going with the 5 iron. That one just slides by. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that. That's heading into the rough, I think. Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Well, this one's right at the pin.
That lie was so bad, I didn't think they'd be able to get it anywhere near there.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Well hold. Now leading by 1 shot. And we find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par fours on the back nine here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, which from the tips.
Got generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Now with the honor on a par 5. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Time for the second shot at the 15. Going with the 5-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Forget multiple bogeys, Rich. We're seeing multiple birdies. This is getting good.
Just a small sliver of a lead. This could go any different direction down the stretch.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. And that putt will drop. Well done. A long par 4 this hole.
That's really not what we were looking for.
Good option. Take your medicine and try and get it up and down from there. That's just inside the range. He has this putt to save his par. Ooh. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Well, Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. And this is what's in front of them to win the Serenity. Oh, that's a beauty. What a way to cap off a victory.
Gotta say, 2 wins on the season, really firing at all cylinders right now. This player is in for a massive year.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Luke, while they've been out on the golf course, I've been cooking. Here, smell this. We've got to eat up. It's some humble pie. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke.